What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Step Back Podcast. On today's episode, what happened versus the 76ers? Did we come in just asleep? How can we turn this homestand around versus the Pacers tonight? And we also want to introduce a new member of the podcast. He's very fluffy. He's very cute. Ian,
Bat, bat.
he's the
Want to
GOAT.
introduce the goat himself, Luca. Luca
Name
the dog.
of course.
Of course. He's a beast. 13 weeks silver lab.
Mhm. We also have a triple double as well.
But anyways, Mike Breen,
Back to
please take it
Doncic.
away.
Doncic pulls
Boom.
up, three-pointer. Bang! Bang! It's good! Doncic wins the game at the buzzer! Let's go!
Go.
All right, let's get into it. All right, Ian, what happened against the 76ers?
Dude. Defense, first thing, defense, and turnovers. Like, turnovers was just horrible. I'm
Before,
pretty sure we had, let's see.
I believe we had
How many
7.
turnovers? Luke had 7. Kyrie had 4. PJ had 2. Josh Green had 2. Derek Lively had 1. Combined, that's 16 turnovers just from our starters. That should not be happening at all. Like, at all.
Obviously the best turnover to assist ratio team in the league. So when this happens to us, we already struggle to win games. So, and that's without turning the ball over. When you have some of the two best ball handlers in the league, best facilitators, you can't be a high turnover team.
Yeah. It was a rough Sunday, I'm gonna be honest with you.
I know Lucas sometimes has these games, but the 76ers, I mean, we've been one of the worst teams, if not the worst teams defensively since the All-Star break. But since Joel Embiid's been out, the 76ers have been bottom 3. And so
No, yeah.
we're seeing 17 turnovers on us. Like I said, did we come into this game asleep? Seems like nobody knew we had a game. It was at noon. It was at home.
It was a game at home, like after a 4 or 5 game away stretch. Like
Yeah.
we should
We
come back dubbing. Come on, bro.
we talked about how we play good on these early Sunday games and maybe just not at home. They just didn't. Nobody showed up. I thought we did show up. We started up 11-0, and then within 2 minutes it was
Oh,
tied at 22. I was confused.
we started the game pretty hot.
We started the game hot.
But
Then we're gonna let Tyrese Maxey absolutely dominate in his hometown. I mean, shout out Tyrese Maxey.
hey, shout out Tyrese though. Like
But
I'm always
once again, we're just terrible at guarding these smaller guards, man. We don't have that guy. Josh is a little too big. Derrick Jones is a
Yeah.
little too big. Tim Hardaway can't move his feet.
Tim Hardaway. Like come on, bro. Like when we're talking about defense, like can't really be talking about Tim Hardaway. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah,
No disrespect, Tim. I'm sorry. But
I think plays great defense for his size, but against that type of quickness, it's not PJ's matchup. It's not any of our premier defenders, if that's what we're going to call them right now.
I also want to emphasize though for like on the Sixers, like yeah, Tyrese had a good game, but they had 2 other players that had 20 plus points. First of all, we cannot be letting. I mean, Tobias Harris is a great player, but he dropped 28 on us.
On
He had a
great,
huge,
too.
he had a huge, basically game sealing 3 in the fourth.
Why
Like a minute left.
He's been heating up. He was heating up.
Kelly Oubre, 21 points, 7-17 field goal. He shot bad from 3, but that didn't matter. Like we just need to lock in. Like how are we not closing out on these guys? Like we started before the All-Star break. We were a top 5 in defensive rating.
Mm-hmm.
Right now we are ranked dead last in defense, which is just like not acceptable at all.
And you expect, no Joel Embiid that night, on Sunday at least. No Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
You let
That's another thing.
you let Paul Reed. I was watching the game and I'm like, we really letting this guy. He ended up getting losing his minutes because I guess we started playing Maxi, but we know how that goes. Then we lose the ability to block shots and even make people think about going in the paint.
Yeah. But I mean, we just have there's no excuse. There's really no excuse for losing that game. It was a big game. Again, like they didn't have their MVP, but we just like you said, we just can't be letting these role players go crazy on us. Like that's how it is for us, I feel like. Max Strus,
Max Strus.
like come
Kelly had 15 points in the second. Maxi had 19 in the first, 17 in the first quarter. Paul Reed had 13, I believe, in the second and third.
no, yeah.
You don't
Like come on. That's just such a frustrating game.
guess right now,
I
like
mean,
a lot of them are role players without Joel Embiid, but Kelly Oubre, bro. Also another
Kelly, hey, I'm gonna be honest though, like Kelly be kind of nice though sometimes. Like I'm gonna be honest, like randomly, he randomly be nice,
but
but
I mean, he was pulling up for those. He kept dude, I swear he was backing down, like literally backing down PJ Washington or take him to the rim, would do a spin and then hook shot over, and I was like, all right, he's a lefty, dude. I just don't see it sometimes. I have a hard time seeing those lefties make shots, but it happens, I guess.
yeah, Rolo. But
Um, Crazy stat right here. Maxi Kleber played more minutes than Daniel Gafford and Derek Lively combined in the second half. And guess what? We lose the game.
like that's another thing like we need to talk about. Like I still don't understand Jason Kidd's rotations like at all.
These
Like
guys,
I understand the matchups like with size. Like I mean, Max Kleber's a lot faster than them two. He can guard the perimeter a lot better than them two combined. But like these are like two bigs that need to get quality minutes and like they deserve it. I mean, like Gafford here. Where's that stat? I have a crazy stat.
Gafford didn't.
Gafford,
Go ahead.
Gafford in the last 5 minutes, or in the last not 5 minutes, 5 games. These are his minutes: 19 minutes, 7 minutes, 25, 6, and 13. If we really think that Gafford is going to consistently play well with those minutes being like that, then like he's never going to figure it out.
No,
Like,
you didn't even put up a shot attempt in the second half.
which is wild.
In his
I
debut,
know.
he drops 18 points. But no, he can't even get a shot attempt in when we're down. And I just don't get why we don't use our size if we have it. We wanted the size this whole time. Why aren't we using it?
Like, here, let me give the Mavs big man minutes in the last 5 games. So Lively, I already said Gafford, but Lively, he's averaged 20 minutes per game, but in the last five, he played 14, 22, 23, 23, and 18. Maxley has averaged 24.8 minutes per game. In the last five, he has 26, 25, 27, 20, and 26. In those last 5 games, we are 1-4. Like, come on, bro. Come
Max,
on, bro. And
yeah.
then, and obviously, no hate on Maxi. No hate on Maxi. Like, he does his job, but come on.
All right, but what's his job?
I mean, obviously to defend, but like, and hit threes, make threes.
He didn't even took one 3-pointer in the whole second half of that game.
And he went 0 for 2.
Yep.
But what I'm saying, I don't know. It's been a rough last 5 games. Like really. But I don't know. I think we're gonna figure it out. We still got 21 games left? 21 games left. Like
Mhm.
I think it's really just time for them to lock in, bro.
It really is. Jason Kidd said those two guys that we brought in, obviously he's talking about PJ and Daniel Gafford, they've never been around this part of the season when you're really fighting for a spot. And so he's trying to instill that in them right now and trying to get that drive out of them. I don't know if I've ever seen him try to get a drive out of any player, so I don't know if I believe him or not. I've
No,
seen
Jason Kidd.
get mad to Luca about something he does. I mean, I really don't understand why you would, I guess, but
You can't get mad at Luka. Come on,
you can't
bro.
get mad at Luca because you want to keep him happy. But sometimes I wish Luca would just be a little take the advice sometimes. I mean, Jason Kidd's a Hall of Fame point guard.
Oh yeah, easily, no question. Shout out to 2011 champ.
But out.
Anyways, but yeah, like I don't know. I just think Jason Kidd is more of a player coach than he is like a coach. Like the players obviously love him. That's why he's still there. He's not. I just don't think that he makes the right move sometimes.
I
Like
mean,
sometimes,
mad at a coach
some,
that
I think we need to like call timeouts a lot earlier than we normally do. We let teams go on runs. Like I don't know. It's ridiculous.
all right. I was looking at Maxey having more minutes than Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford combined. Derek Lively played 9 minutes. He was a minus 14.
Wait,
I believe that's when they were playing Nicholas Batum at the 5. He went 2 for 5 from the field, but he was also minus 10. Mo Bamba, bruh. 5 minutes plus 10.
you went crazy though.
No, he
You
was.
went,
He really was.
but damn man, he did go crazy actually. I totally forgot though that the Sixers had Kyle Lowry. Totally forgot about that.
Oh, dude, he was getting the foul call he wanted, bro.
He shot really bad though.
Oh, he shot bad, but what did? Yeah, okay. I felt like he was getting the free throw line. That had to have been on 2 fouls, 2 different fouls,
Oh yeah, he did.
and one and
He-
other foul because I feel like he went twice. And I'm just looking at the second half. I feel like the first half was kind of should have been just washed. Didn't
yeah.
really. Hey, whoa, forgot to do this. Shout out Luca for being Western Conference Player of the Month.
So bad, bad.
We get another shout out for AJ Lawson for making the final roster spot. I don't know if you saw that. Never going to see a playing time. Jaden Hardy doesn't even get playing time, but
Oh,
apparently he's
never.
in the G League. So
Hey, did you see who else we added to the we signed to a two-way? Alex Fudge.
am I supposed to know who that
Go.
is? Honestly, don't.
We just signed him from the Lakers G League team.
Okay.
He has a
Hey,
dope name though.
AJ Lawson, they'll let us know. You can always come on. Uh, we've been to a
Hey,
couple where you got some playing time. Been great.
hey, I'm a big AJ fan though. But you know who else I'm a big fan of?
Who?
Former Mav. He's our number one goal right now to get him on this pod.
Okay, let's talk about it again. He's got his own podcast though. I don't know if he wants to hop on ours.
No, my boy Theo Pinson.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, don't worry. We'll
Yeah.
get him on here.
Mhm.
We need to cook up a little bit more. We're good.
Still young right now. Still young right now. But yeah, defensively, we we don't move around, and I feel like we always leave an open shooter. They'll pass, they're gonna drive, they're gonna pass it out, and they're gonna move the ball around really quickly on us. And I feel like that's our main weakness, and that's why Derek Lively has trouble playing. That's why Daniel Gafford has trouble playing.
Yeah,
Um,
I agree. I don't know. I feel like Gafford's never gonna get really like once he just needs to be getting those. I think he's good enough to be getting at least 18 plus minutes per game. Least. Like I just feel like I mean you saw what he was capable of doing before the game before All-Star break, what was it, against the Thunder?
Mhm.
And then you saw what he was capable of doing against the Suns.
Yeah,
Honestly, like he didn't really play against the Suns, but still, like, come on, bro. Gafford is a great player.
yeah.
Let's not get it twisted.
No, he is. All right, I was also thinking about this other thing while I was watching the game. You know how Luca's defensive rating looks really good on paper, and it's judged by I think it was points per like defensive possession, like on ball defensive possession.
Mhm.
When he gets like immediately beat, like you see him get like beat a lot. It's like immediately. And he drives in, and right there is Daniel Gafford, Derek Lively, or Maxey immediately helping. Then it's always an assist. Like the guy, his primary defender that he was guarding isn't going to score the points because now he's getting doubled. But the assist is coming so free. And that's what I felt like I was watching near the game.
Like it's so frustrating. Like whenever honestly, like not even just like Luca though. Like I mean, I guess you could say mostly Luca, but our whole defense, like it revolves around helping, and then that one person that helps, like there's always gonna be that open person in the wing, open person in the corner. Like I just don't know how like we just haven't made the adjustment yet. And I feel like I've just seen it the last 5 games. Like you saw, like the Cavs like they went crazy against us. The Patriots went crazy against us. I mean, even the Raptors, like, I mean, we did pretty good against. We played a good game against the Raptors, but still, like you saw it against the Celtics. I mean, they went crazy against us. Like, but like we just need to be able to guard that perimeter like a lot better. It's so frustrating watching our defense.
And it takes that guy to, I don't know. Why isn't Jason Kidd is a defensive minded player? Why isn't he understanding these rotations that we have to do? I guess it's an effort thing. It's a talking thing. I can go into that, what he said in the press game if you want to about talking on the defense.
Talk about Jason Kidd was basically asked during the post-game press conference, and he was asked, what are you trying to do to like help the team, on these defensive end? And he basically said, we've been trying to encourage them to talk. Can't take our phones out and text each other. Can't look at Twitter or Instagram when you're playing. Got to be able to talk to one another and help each other out. Then they asked Derek Jones Jr. What that even meant, or what he thought about that. And he basically said, I'm not even sure what your question even means. And that's basically what I thought. I was kind of confused. Not really sure if players are actually getting on their phones, or because like even the person who asked the question was really confused about what that even meant. So
it made no, honestly, like from what you just told me, like that made no sense at all.
Like, I'm sorry if it didn't make sense when I said it, but I was trying to just repeat what he said, and I was so confused. Maybe it goes back to the All-Star game when Luka took out his phone and tweeted at halftime. I don't know if but that's an All-Star game. I don't know if he actually takes his phone out at halftime or something.
I mean, you saw Luka and Jokic that whole All-Star game. That was just a joke.
Yeah, they didn't care, but I thought that was a crazy thing to say. Because the interviewer legitimately asked a serious question, and he just gave a non-serious answer, or at least it sounded like that.
No, yeah. Like, I mean, if someone asked me that after an L like that, I'd be like, bro. Like,
yeah.
That's a stupid question.
You want to get into the Pacers game now?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
All right. Well, last game, we played the Pacers about 4 games ago. We lost. Got exposed. Kind of got exposed, and then that kind of started the spiral of the Cavs loss, the Celtics loss, and now we're here and 1-4 in our last 5. So, what do you think needs to change today?
Well, I was actually reading a tweeted by Grant Fsef. I believe he's a Mavs reporter. He always talks about the Mavs. I follow him on Twitter. But he said the Dallas Mavericks had a great film session on Monday, so yesterday, seeking to clean up the NBA's worst defense since the All-Star break and reduce turnovers. So obviously, like, they must have talked about something like that we really need to work on. So they better show it tonight. I mean, right now we're going into the game -4.5. So
we're favored. I mean, I think they're kind of giving to us because we're at home. But what did our home really mean on Sunday? Maybe our fans were asleep too, though. Noon's an early game, man. Dallas be waking up late. I'll tell you what. Especially
12 is early, bro.
12 is early. You got to leave for the game. Dallas is a big area. You got to, you're coming from Frisco. You got to leave around 10:30. You're not even having breakfast yet. You don't really want to eat at the arena.
Good food. Want to eat at the arena. I'd be tired as fuck.
I'd be really tired. And probably sitting in some traffic. People got to go to mass and stuff. church.
Yeah. There were definitely a lot of people be coming from Mass. Come on now.
Uh-huh. You think we're
But
gonna see Miles Turner have another game?
I think I really want Jason Kidd to prove me wrong. I think we're gonna focus more on keeping Derek Lively on Miles Turner, maybe Gafford. I just think we need to like really work on that perimeter. I think that we can definitely stop that. I just think Derek Lively is good enough and has the capability to stop Miles Turner. And I just think last game he didn't get enough chance to even like show that.
I think a lot of it was
But
also that he was dropping back into help coverage, and then Miles Turner was wide open, spot up on the three, spot up on the free throw line. And I mean, as a 7-footer, those are easy buckets for him.
no, dude, Miles Turner's a great player also. But like we also need
Um,
to keep in mind.
go ahead,
Sorry,
go ahead.
we also
No, go ahead.
need to keep in mind like Tyrese Halliburton. He's had a pretty like last two rough game or his last two games have been really rough to be honest. He
He
has to
dropped zero
miss.
points.
He was 0 for 6 3-point shooting in his last game against the Spurs, and the Spurs are obviously what last in the West.
Who's guarding him? Trey Jones, I guess. Not a bad defender.
Trey Jones, Devin Vassell, maybe I don't know. We need to just make sure like it stays like that. I mean, he's been doing bad. Pascal has been playing great. We really just need to focus on stopping Miles Turner. He cannot be dropping 30 on us like that. That was our
No.
biggest.
And we talked about that before. Shooting bigs give us a big problem. And it's because we have to do drop coverage for our perimeter defense, just being absolutely sloppy and nobody rotating enough. So
I'm
that's
really
gonna be our small preview for the Pacers game. That first game kind of hurt. I believe that was a Sunday game as well. I want to say that was a Sunday game as well. Yeah.
it was
Um,
it was, I remember.
yeah. Shout out my friend Major. He had a pop-up shop, so that's why I remember. I remember going there and coming back to watch the game.
Go Major.
Um, Ian, would you like to start our segment to end the show?
Let's get into it.
All right, here's the segment. So basically, I'm gonna name 4 questions for Ian, and he's gonna try to not guess the same player as me. I don't know if y'all seen this online anywhere. I saw it as a little idea on TikTok, so we're gonna try that out.
Try
I
it
have
out.
my I have my notepad ready. He's gonna write them down after I ask him. Let's get into it. All right, Ian. Name me any point guard in the East. Any point guard in the East.
All right. All right. Give me one sec.
Let's see if you can make it through all 4 questions without getting out. You say the same one, he's out.
All right. Ready.
3, 2, 1.
It says
Oh,
Drew Holiday.
I got Tyrese Halliburton. All right. Makes through round 1. All right, Ian. Name a finals MVP that is still currently playing.
Yeah, still currently playing. All right. All right. Ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Kawhi Leonard. Oh,
Hey.
thought he might have said Kawhi.
I bet there's no way that we ever guess the same one. I bet. Let's go.
You'd be
I'm ready.
surprised. All right. A West All-Star from this season.
Okay. Okay. I feel like I
All
already
right.
know.
I got Anthony Davis. Let's go. He said I wouldn't get him. All
Damn.
right. You want to try the last round, see if you would have saved yourself?
All right. All right. Here, let's see.
All right. Name a rookie from this season.
All right, let's see.
All
I want to think of a good one. All right.
right.
You're not gonna get this one. I know you're not.
You going deep pool? Save yourself.
I'm going like he's a top 5.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Brandon Miller.
Oh my god! I thought that was deep, bro. I thought that was deep. I thought that was deep.
I got you twice.
No one
Put
thinks
back,
about the. No one
put
thinks
back the
about
clip. He didn't think I'd get him at all.
I bet there's no way that we ever guess the same one. I bet. That's funny. Yeah, honestly, I like that. I like that. That was funny. That was funny. I was like, there's no way he's getting. There's no way he's gonna think Brandon Miller, bro.
No. I
I
was
was
like,
like,
bro, he's definitely just talked about Brandon Miller last episode. He's definitely going Brandon Miller. And I was
I
like,
was,
nobody even remembers AD being an all-star, bro. He didn't even start. I already said Kawhi.
you love Kawhi though. You always say Kawhi.
Well, he did it twice, so I was like, he's currently playing.
That's true.
I was either gonna go Giannis or Kawhi.
That's funny, bro. That's so funny. I like that. I like that. That's funny.
Well, all right, guys. That'll end the episode for today. We'll be back tomorrow, maybe with another episode. Ian might be taking a
No,
little break
hey,
off.
no, we'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back
All
tomorrow.
right, we'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Remember, this is going to be the takes from the top 1% Mavs fans for life. See ya.
City again, bitch.